Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking time to check out this video. Do what the thing says on the screen around this area. All right, much appreciated. So thank you in advance. Now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about a franchise who knows who they are and knows if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep giving us more of the same. So let's talk about Metal Slug. Like the first game, when I first played this, was like, okay, this is kind of like Contra, but you know, goofier and a little more colorful, more vibrant, things like that. Different types of weapons, same kind of concept, right? And very much so it's true. Now, but unlike Contra, who, for better or for worse, tries to reinvent itself or change how it plays, you know, every game for the most part, Metal Slug is what it is. It knows what it is. It's fun. It works. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good time. It's simple, easy to get into. I've purchased multiple versions of multiple copies of it on different platforms because it's Metal Slug. How can it not be good? You know, and usually in some form or fashion, you know, more so than the console releases, I like to play the ones that are, you know, more the arcade version so I can add quarters, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not beating a Metal Slug game with like 5 lives. Like, that's just not going to work. I need multiple continues because sometimes, you know, they fill up the screen with stuff and I get folded in. But this game is always one of those, like, just pick up and play, drop in, drop out, you know, good by yourself, but also even more fun in the team. I always find it's harder to explore things in the team because, you know, sometimes there's alternate paths and things like that, and we got to be on one accord. And sometimes I'm not talking, I'm just playing, and in my mind I'm like, why aren't you going down here in this corner with me? But I'm not saying nothing, so they don't know. But anyway, Metal Slug, like I said, it just never changes, right? You're gonna blow up some bad guys, you're gonna find different weapons, you're gonna rescue the POWs, and hopefully they drop something good, not like an egg or a turkey or something that doesn't matter, but you know, actual weapons. At least give me some more bombs, because I'm gonna throw those out as soon as the level starts. But then as we got into the next games, like my all-time favorite entry in the series is the third one. And the reason is, one, you could play as multiple characters, and now they have, you know, got Torma with the shades on, which is the one I usually play. But also they started kind of going even more into the silliness of it. Like I said, knowing who you are, knowing what works, and then being like, let's just lean into it, you know, with the zombies and the crabs and the aliens, and clearly, you know who you're fighting. Like they are unabashed about that. Like those guys are clearly the bad guys. But then, like, going into the different vehicles, and as you know, going to the different games, you have more access to different vehicles. So normally you're just in the little Metal Slug tank, which is hence the name Metal Slug, right? But then you start to get into all these other different apparatuses and submarines and planes and all this stuff. And like I said, just doing things that are simple and fun, man. Shoot stuff, blow stuff up, get weapons, get bombs, high score. How many lives can you do it on? Like, these things are just simple to gaming, and sometimes I feel like, you know, games get away from that, and not every game needs to be super deep and you know, have all this super well written dialogue. Sometimes I just want guns and shooting, and make it like animated cool when I do the guns and shooting. That's all we want, right? And then the fact that you can get turned into zombies and things like that, and I always hate it when I get turned into the zombie, so I spend most of my time like dying to other things just so I won't become a zombie, just so at some point I still get turned into one, because they're gonna get you, bud. Like, it's just a matter of time. You know, you can run, but it's not gonna work too well. It's just, they're gonna get you. But all of the little secrets and different areas that you can explore and find is always super fun. Like in, you know, Metal Slug 3, you can go into the Yeti area, and they got, you know, you shooting race cars at things, and then they blow up, and the Yetis are trying to turn you into snowballs and bonk you with the bomb. It's like, it's just a whole bunch of stuff is going on, but it's all like in the vein of Metal Slug, and it's still, you know, fantastic chaos at all times. And that's why I appreciate this game. So if you are aware of this series, I'm sure you are, right? This is a laundromat game too. Like, I definitely put some quarters in on some arcade machines and got a couple rounds out of Metal Slug. So it was no question that I had to purchase this whenever I had the chance, right? So if you know about this, you know, favorite entry, favorite weapon, favorite level, favorite boss, just all of the things that make this game good, I'd like to hear from you about it. As always, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.